Termination. This is one of the topics that students have a challenge with, and so we are attempting today to show them how to do a proper termination of a switch. The same procedure applies to plugs, except for the So a typical single pole switch, we're going to do a termination. We have 3 pieces of wire. Most of these switches will have a strip gauge in the back. Sometimes this strip gauge is a little bit short when you use it to do a termination. So we normally go for 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch is adequate to do the termination. I'll do both. Use the strip gauge on the switch, and I'll do the 3/4 of an inch. So let's start by showing you how to use the strip gauge on the switch. This is this little mark right here. It's marked strip gauge, which is about 1/2 inch. And so we'll careful. All right, so this is how you remove that amount for the strip gauge. And needle nose pliers is used to make a loop, and we connect in the clockwise direction. Reason for that is as you tighten the screw, it carries the loop. So you normally do it in a clockwise direction. So when you do it carries the loop, and you have a secure, tight connection in your termination. Nothing bulging out, nothing sticking out to cause any problems. And that's what using the strip gauge. That's normally the easiest way because all the switches are made with the strip gauge. We could also use 3/4 of an inch, which is another measurement that we use, 3/4 of an inch. And these are accepted in the trade. This one is going to be a little bit longer. You hold it, needle nose pliers a little further, and roll it until. What happened in this case, you have to make sure that the loop stop right where the insulation stop here. Put around the screw. And you tighten again, you make sure it goes in a clockwise direction, the same direction in which you tighten the screw. Both connections, this one have a little more going around. This one, you don't see the end. Persons normally strip the gauge, the wire all the way down here. And so that is a problem because when you put it in the box, that could create a short with wires touching. So we normally, you could use the 3/4 of an inch, and you could use the strip gauge measurement in the back. Both of them are acceptable. Some persons use the combination pliers here, the linesman pliers, and they make the loop. That is acceptable as well. And so you could just put it around, and that's how you terminate a switch in the trade. Nothing sticking out, no excessive pieces of wire, no nicking of the wire, because if you nick the wire when you strip, it will break. If you nick it, when you try to bend to make your loop, the wire might just break right there. And that's a problem. That's what we are trying to avoid. So this is how you do proper termination of a switch, and it's the same procedure for plugs except the GFCI plug.